I know you're struggling with a hard time. I know the government have severely screwed this country even more than it already was. I know I'm probably going to sound very depressing with all this going on. It's just how the country is. Before I say anything else, I just want to point out something. I say this in other video. I'm going to be saying this in other videos too. I'm not going to call out names, but to those of you who are always, saying, "Hey, dude, are you okay? Why are you depressed? Why, what's wrong? Talk to me, do this and that." I'm fine. These videos are for you. They're to send the message to you. They're to hopefully help you take a message and send it to other people, and to maybe reach you if you're struggling. To maybe give you a mental boost. Mental boost. I don't know. I picked up some sort of accent there. I don't know what happened. Apologies, by the way. That fan is a real piece of shit. Anyway, um, yeah. The message of the video here is to not be what the country is turning into. Like so many people, this country is severely falling, and a lot of people are starting to do more and more bad things because of it. But I think the people need to come together a little bit more. I think those that are afraid to speak up and be themselves and do good need to finally find that courage and do good. Even if it's something small, ask someone how they're doing. A lot of people, if you're on a train or a bus and you see someone sad, if you paint a picture of them, that actually makes them happy, which is pretty cool. It can. I mean, I, I've seen it happen, but everybody's different. So, but it's often the little things that can have the biggest impacts on people's lives. So, sorry if I'm talking so quiet. By the way, it's 4:50, so yeah, there's that. I'm not like depressedly speaking here. I'm just 4:50 in the morning. Yeah, 4:50 in the morning. So I'm trying not to raise too loud. But I also shouldn't be speaking too quiet because then that stupid ass thing is gonna be taking over my voice, and or people are gonna hear it in the background, be like, "Dude, shut your fan off, please. I want to freaking blast a shotgun at the thing." Yeah, me too. Anyway, um, yeah, our government has wonderfully let a dumbass idiot run the country once again, and is now doing all sorts of terrible things and making it worse. So yeah, we need to, as people living in this country, not even as Americans, but just as human beings, like people should throw away the nationality. Let me finish before you maybe get confused, but the American type, like I say this in a united way. Work together. It doesn't matter where people are from. If you're living here, work with one another. You're a human being just like them. You bleed, you starve, you need food, you need thirst. We're all part of the same planet. We're all part of the same race. We look different, we speak different, we have different habits, but we are all one race. So, you know, just work with one another. Be kind to one another. Do small gestures here and there to maybe brighten someone's day. Just kind of form a bond around the country, and just to pull us back up from this rock bottom we're falling deeper and deeper into. Spread a message toward each other, help someone out, prevent them from making a mistake because of what's happening. Maybe help turn their hate into happiness, to help them turn their hate into faith. Because that's what a lot of people are doing. They went from hopeful and faithful to angry and hateful. It's just, and I don't blame you. Like I get it. Life is a struggle, but we cannot let life beat us. We cannot let a bunch of dumbasses force us to throw our lives away because they want to be a bunch of king and queen wannabe douchebags. Like, we have to step up to each other and be there for each other and take care of each other, you know? You don't have to help each other with money, you know? You don't have to have money to help people either. Like, a lot of people think that. I used to think that too. I used to watch a lot of YouTubers when I was younger, and I used to see them donate, and I was like, oh yeah, and I'm gonna get a job. I want to get some money to help people. But eventually, I realized, oh, that's not the only way to help people. You know, you can physically do small gestures. If you see someone struggling, if you see someone in pain, you can help them out. Help help elderlies cross the road. Hold open doors. Uh, you know, if you see someone at a register, if you have an extra few bucks, you can lend it to them. And be like, hey, got you. Here you go. You know, sometimes I see that myself. Like, sometimes kids will uh, you know, want something, and like, I kind of notice the parents' facial expressions, like, you know, I would, but I can't, and I'm like, I got you, you know, here you go, and you know, a whole conversation would happen, and you know, you give to people. So it's something small, but it's something to make them happy. It's something to remind them that there are good people out there that are willing to help you. You know, even if there's a shelter nearby you with those in need, you know, it's if you have the extra spare food, you cook up a few meals, throw them in some containers and trays, and bring over, you know, or even volunteer a day or two at the shelters. So that's what I kind of like to do, and you know, you can mentally help someone. You don't have to physically help someone too. It's, again, remind them that they're a good person, that there is hope, there is faith, there is strength within, and remind them that there are good people left, and all hope is not lost. The country might be ran by idiots, but that doesn't mean it's completely worthless and done for. You know, we speak up, we take care of each other, we help each other, and we remind each other of that. You know, this country is ours. It's not theirs. They would not be here if it wasn't for us. Now, to be clear, I'm not saying let's overthrow the government here. I'm not saying let's start and riot and let's start a freaking war. No, don't do any of that, please. Don't. That's awful. Don't do it. There are more ways to be heard than to pick up a gun and start shooting. So, you can be heard by simply be heard in the right way, not the wrong one. Be heard by showing people, like I said, that there is hope, that there is strength within all of us, that we can be better than them, that they have failed us, but that doesn't mean we're giving up, you know? Like, clearly they don't care. They're letting a freaking bunch of idiots run the place. I mean, you know, I might be talking nonsense. Like I said, I'm upsetting a lot of people. I'm sure people are pissed off at me and hate me, but I'm just speaking my mind. I could say the exact opposite. I'll also piss people off that way. So there are billions of people in the world. One way or another, you can piss them off. So just be yourself. And this is me being me. You know, I say be hopeful, be faithful, be strong, be together, and just don't give up. So just send your message. This is actually part of a 2 video thing, which is like a content creator meaning thing, and then like I don't know what the title of this is going to be, but probably like a important message for America or something like that. I don't know. Um, this can be applied to anybody though, not just America. You know, it's everybody should remember this message of be you, be who you are, not what our leaders are turning you into. You know. So, but anyway, it's approximately about coming up on 5 a.m. now, so I'll leave that there, and yeah. Sorry if I was a bit confusing. As I always say, I don't have a script. I'm just kind of speaking off my mind here. I'm just kind of making it up as I go and trying my best. So, yeah. And again, to the people, I'm not gonna say any names, but to the people that are thinking of commenting, "Hey, you okay?" Don't. I don't mean to sound ungrateful. I am very. I get angry when people do that. I said this in another video too, but I just like. There are people, more important people that need, your concern more than I should be grateful, but it's like, I don't want people to be worried about me. I don't want people to put their focus and their hearts on me here, you know? Your hearts belong elsewhere. Your hearts belong to people that need it more. So, people out there are struggling and they need it more than me. So I'm grateful to people that always ask that, but you don't have to. I'm fine. You know, focus on others, not me. So, thank you for watching. Enjoy your day and or night. Make sure to send the message. Make sure to share this message if you think it's a good one. Again, no war or overthrowing the government here. It's, as nice as that would be to kind of give them the finger and say, hey, screw you, you guys have failed and you can suck one. That's not gonna solve anything. So, let's be better. We need to be better, okay? Let's be better, please. Let's be good people, not bad ones. So, I'm a rebel just as much as the next guy, but let's be peaceful and help each other here, shall we? So, yeah. Thanks once again, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Take care.